Absolutely no one came from the governors of the communities.
It was as if a bomb had fallen.
The situation is very complicated and horrible.
That's happened for the first time in my whole life.
On September 5, 2022, a powerful shallow earthquake occurred in the southwest China. Several counties and cities in the Sichuan province, including the administrative center Chengdu, which is a home to 21 million people, felt the force of the tremors. In Luding County, the earthquake was so strong that people had difficulty even standing on their feet. Hundreds of homes were completely destroyed, and many had cracks. Numerous landslides damaged roads and highways. Several hydroelectric power plants were damaged. Unfortunately, the earthquake took the lives of at least 70 people. In addition, dozens of people were injured and missing. Rescue operations were carried out actively in the disaster area. Every day in different parts of the world, more and more people find themselves in the midst of the raging natural disasters. A unified rescue service is the real way out in the face of growing cataclysms, and we can create it in the format of the creative society.
Climactic disasters are gaining momentum and can affect everyone at any time. The first day of autumn 2022 brought unusually heavy downpours to parts of Europe. Bulgaria. On the night of September 2nd, heavy rains led to rising river levels and consequent flooding in many parts of the country. A tidal wave about 2 meters high caused an elderly woman to drown in her home. Tidal waters were up to 3 meters high in some places. People had to flee on rooftops. Dozens of residents were evacuated. People were rescued by helicopters from the village of Bogdan, blocked by floodwaters. According to local residents, there has not been such a downpour and flooding here for about 40 years.
It was as if a bomb had fallen. Look, this is the kitchen where we lived. Here, some cats have climbed in. Look at that. This is the bed we slept on. That's how it was before all this. And now it's full of water.
It's a pity that no one cares. Absolutely no one came from the governors of the communities.
The situation is very complicated and horrible. I'm speechless. Thanks to 10 of our friends who came to help us yesterday, we managed to get to the second floor of the house. The first floor was completely flooded up to the ceiling. I'm not even talking about knee-deep mud and etc. It's scary.
During this time, heavy rainfall also struck northern Greece. In the city of Thessaloniki, in just a few hours, the streets turned into torrents.
Suddenly, within 5 minutes, a storm blew in, and water gushed from uptown and flooded the roads and flower beds you see.
Earlier, heavy rains in the Moldovan capital also turned streets into rivers. Streams of water were so strong that they knocked pedestrians off their feet, and in some parts of the roads, people literally swam out of flooded cars.
We invite eyewitnesses of climate disasters as well as anyone who has specific knowledge of such events to be interviewed. Please contact us, share your story. For the whole world to know the truth, participation of every person is important.
Due to global climate change, living conditions in many regions are already becoming unbearable. California and the western United States have been plunged into a historically severe September heat wave. As of August 30th, drought conditions in the U.S. covered 64% of the area, with 15% of these being extreme and exceptional drought types. These conditions, combined with ever-increasing wind gusts, are setting the stage for an unprecedented increase in fires. As of August 30th, more than 48,000 fires had already burned a total of more than 7 million acres of land. The area scorched by fire is steadily increasing. In many counties in California, in just over an hour, a fire has covered an area of more than 200 hectares. The rapidly advancing fire is forcing thousands of people to flee their homes in a hurry and travel a safe distance. At the same time, dry ground, combined with strong winds, caused a powerful sandstorm in neighboring Arizona. A multi-kilometer dust cloud severely degraded air quality and left more than 7,000 homes without electricity. Severe forest fires are also raging in Asia as well. On September 3rd, in just a few hours, the area of fires in northern Kazakhstan tripled in size. The fire covered more than 43,000 hectares, almost half of the republic's forest fund. Residents of several towns that were in the path of the fiery force of nature had to be urgently evacuated. Unfortunately, there are casualties and dozens of injured.
It's a nightmare what's going on. It's a true nightmare. That's happened for the first time in my whole life.
Climatic changes are progressing with each passing day. The number of deaths and casualties is increasing. Many areas are becoming uninhabitable. Millions of people have already become refugees because of extreme climatic conditions. And it is clear that the topic of climate must become top of the agenda in our society. Why? Watch the forum. Global Crisis. We are people. We want to live.